Hello my dear students, welcome back to economics class. Already we learnt the indifference curve, indifference map, budget line and also the budget set in our previous classes itself, and now in this class we are going to taking the next and very important topic, that is the optimal choice of the consumer, right? Now tell me, what does optimal choice? Here optimal choice means the best choice made by the consumer, okay, the best choice of the consumer. Here the optimal choice of the consumer is a combination of the indifference map and the budget line. It is a combination of the indifference map and the budget line. Now tell me, what does indifference map here? Indifference map will gives us different combinations of two commodities, and each and every combination is providing us the different levels of satisfaction. Okay, indifference map, how it will looks like here? Indifference map will gives us the different combinations of two commodities, and each and every combination is providing us the different levels of satisfaction, right? Like this means here it will gives us three combinations of two commodities, and each and every combination is giving us different levels of satisfaction. Means which one is the higher indifference curve here? IC3. IC3 is the higher indifference curve which gives us the higher level of satisfaction. IC1 is the lower indifference curve which gives us the lower level of satisfaction. This is about what here? The indifference map. Now tell me, what does budget line? Budget line is a graphical representation of two commodities, right? Budget line is what? The graphical representation of two commodities which can be purchased within a given income and price. Which can be purchased within a given income and price. Okay, here this is what? The budget line. Okay, this is what? The budget line, PQ. Here I name the budget line as PQ. This is what? The graphical representation of two commodities which can be purchased with a given income and price. Okay, now let's talk about the optimal choice of the consumer, right? See here, we know that an indifference curve shows the choice and priority of a consumer. Okay, the indifference curve will show us what? The choices and priorities of the consumer, and the budget line will shows the ability to pay. The budget line will shows us what? The ability to pay. Let's see the next point here. We have to combine, okay, means under the optimal choice of the consumer, we have to combine the indifference curve with the budget line to determine the combinations of goods that can be purchased within a certain amount of budget. Means under this we have to combine what? The indifference curve and the budget line to determine the combination of the goods that can be purchased within a certain amount of budget. Okay, now let's talk about certain assumptions of the optimal choice of the consumer. Okay, right? Now take the first assumption here. The income of a consumer is given. Okay, if the income of the consumer is given. Now the second assumption is consumer is rational, means he should be rational and he should want to maximize his satisfaction from his limited money income. Okay, he should maximize what? His satisfaction from his limited money income. Price of goods and services are constant. Okay, means the price of other related goods and services are constant. Consumer should aware of indifference map. Okay, this is what? The indifference map, and the consumer should aware of what here? The indifference map. All goods are homogeneous. Here homogeneous means identical or same. Okay, means all the goods which are available are what? Should be what? Homogeneous or identical. Okay, now let's see the graph of optimal choice of the consumer. Okay, this graph is what? The combination of the indifference map and the budget line. Okay, now let's draw the optimal choice of the consumer's graph here. Here, this is what? The OX axis, and this one is the OY axis. Here I will measure the good X and here good Y. Okay, first I will draw the budget line here. This is what? The budget line. Here I will name it as PY and PX, or you may also name it as PQ. Okay, this is what? The budget line. And now let's draw the indifference curves. Here there is the first indifference curve, that is IC1. Now the second indifference curve, that is IC2, and this one is the third indifference curve, that is IC3. Right? Here the choices of the consumer is what? Here there is a first choice, that is optimal choice, that is A. Next here there is a second optimal choice, that is point B, and this one is a third optimal choice, that is point C. Right? This is what? The optimal choice of the consumer. Now let's explain these points one by one. Right? First I will explain the optimal choice, that is choice C, made by the consumer. Okay, now tell me, is point C is the optimal choice? Is point C is optimal choice? When it is called optimal choice, when the consumer gets higher level of satisfaction and the commodity should be on the budget line. Okay, means the combination should be on the budget line, and also from that combination he will get the higher level of satisfaction. Now tell me, is point C is the optimal choice of the consumer? No, because point C is outside the budget line. Point C lies what? Outside the budget line. Yes, it will gives us, it is on the higher indifference curve, and it will gives us the higher level of satisfaction, but it lies outside the budget line. It lies what? Outside the budget line. So this is not the optimal choice of the consumer. Okay, now let's talk about point B. Is point B is the optimal choice? Is point B is the optimal choice? No. Why? Because see here, it is on the lower indifference curve, that is IC1. Yes, it lies on the budget line. It is lies on the budget line, but from this we will get lower level of satisfaction compared to point A. Compared to point A, because it lies on the lower indifference curve. From that we will get lower level of satisfaction. Therefore, point B is not the optimal choice of the consumer. Now let's talk about point A. Is point A is the optimal choice of the consumer? Yes, point A is the optimal choice of the consumer. Why? Because point A is on the higher indifference curve, that is IC2, and it is also lies on the budget line. It also lies on the budget line. Okay, see here, IC2 will gives us higher level of satisfaction compared to IC1. compared to what? IC1. Here point A means the optimal choice A will gives us more satisfaction compared to point B. Yes, that is why point A is the best choice to a consumer. Okay, from that he will get the more level of satisfaction, and also this point lies on the budget line. Therefore, A is the optimal choice of the consumer, or the best choice made by the consumer. Okay, this is all about what here? The optimal choice of the consumer, right? And now in the next class we are going to starting the next important topic, that is the demand. Okay, in the next class we will start what? The next important topic, that is demand. Okay, now thank you.